Hello, this is Maxxpowa and welcome to Banished. This is the first episode of our Let's Play series. I guess it could be a season of Let's Play episodes. The town of Ryton. That's just come up and I like the sound of that. We're going to be playing on medium difficulty and we're going to be building a city or a town for a group of villagers that have been outcast into the wild and we need to help them get back on their feet. So without further ado, let's get this loading. Now, Banished is basically a city building strategy game where we control a group of exiled travellers who decide to restart their lives in a new land. Now, I'm reading that directly from the website, as you can tell. And it's actually developed by Shining Rock Software, who is one person. One person has created this whole game. It's not often that happens these days. And it wasn't crowdsourced or anything. So basically, let's get into it. First things first, these are our villagers. They all have names and sexes and health and ages, and they will be growing from children to old and dying of either old age or starvation, as happens quite a lot in this game. And hopefully they will grow to old age though and live successful lives and die in their beds. Our map looks to there's quite a lake there. Oh, we've got a few different lakes. Let's have a look. We'll get the map going overhead so we can have a look. This is our overhead map. Lots of a few lakes dotted around. We're going to get our event log up as well as our town information. Now it's important in Banished that we get our food sources going really quickly. So we're going to build 2 buildings straight away. We're going to build a fisher person. This circle will show where they can fish. We want that to be mostly in the water. Why is that? Okay, our fisher person, and we are going to build our gatherer. A gatherer collects roots and such. We want them to be in a very, their own little quiet spot, as they need wilderness and stuff around them. So let's build them down there, and we need to assign 2 builders to get that moving. The other thing we need to do is assign some area to be cleared so we can get some more resources. So we're going to remove resources on this area. Let's unpause the game, go to 10 speed and hit play, and you'll see them go about their business. Now the town of Ryton, don't really have any plans for it. Let's just see what happens. I actually just tried to start another Let's Play series and 10 minutes into the first episode all my people died of starvation. I'm not even sure why it happened. I've played many games of this so far and it's the first time. So let's get into it though. Better luck this time. Definitely not the Australian outback, it looks too cold. Australian wilderness, although there are some cold sections of Australia. Our fisher person's almost complete, so we're going to have to assign, let's move this down here so I can see it, 2 fisher people. Let's get that moving. They will start fishing for us and getting us much needed food. Our gatherer is almost complete. They're going to gather roots and berries and nuts and all those sort of things that our people can eat. So we'll get ready to assign them. We have 6 labourers to pull from. So every time you assign a task, you lose labourers. Now labourers are important because they move stuff. They do all the mundane tasks that no one else wants to do. But they are still important. I guess labourers would enjoy their lives. 78%. Come on. Here we go. Powering along now. Alright, 2 gatherers appointed. That should get our food collection up and going. The next thing we need to do is build some houses. So we want to build a couple of houses down here for our wilderness area, which will be, which will grow a bit. We'll have a forester's hut, etc. in there very shortly. So we want 2 houses here. We're going to have 2 more houses up here for now. We'll see how that goes. So I've just pinned the gatherer's hut for now, so I can keep an eye on this circle. Basically, this circle is where I want to keep all other buildings outside of, except for buildings which are going to be working in there. Otherwise they detract from how much stuff and resources that building will gather. So I'm getting these messages here saying my storage is near capacity. Let's increase our storage a bit. So just a standard stockpile. A standard stockpile holds stone and rock and iron and logs. Stone is rock, I know that. And our storage barn stores things that must be kept dry. So how's our food going? 981, that's fine. Got our houses coming up nicely. That sound is sort of annoying. Let's have a look down here. Where's our gatherers? Gathering food, yes, so you can see they're collecting berries, roots, onions and mushrooms. Yum, yum. Our fisher people have collected 320 fish so far. Our food is slowly dropping. That's not good, because it can drop reasonably quickly to nothing. You've got to keep an eye on it. How's our... Oh, winter's set in. Need our houses finished or our people get cold. The other thing we need is we're going to need some roads. We're across there. Across here. And we'll go down here and join this up. Roads make our people walk around faster. Alright, we're going to need some more houses. So let's organise that. Houses keep people warm. That's where they eat. The reserve of food is low. Alright, let's assign some more. Another gatherer and another fisher person to try and get that reserve of food up. We don't want that to drop down to 0, because once it does, that's bad news for us. Might actually pause the building of that stockpile for a minute. No, we can't. Okay, that's alright. Nothing looking incredibly dire at this point in time. Did our houses complete down here? Where were they? Ah, up here. Not completed yet. Nowhere near it, actually. Come on, builders. What are you doing? What are our builders doing, actually? I have no idea what our builders are actually doing, or where they even are. Let's see if we can find them. A labourer. A labourer. A fisherman. A labourer. A labourer. I guess they're waiting for these labourers to clear this area. I guess the important thing to remember, labourers will do first things assigned first. So because we told them to clear this area, they did that first. Over the clearing of the building sites. So prioritise building over clearing of areas unless you need stock really badly. Our food levels are at 426, that's quite okay for this point in time. Once we've got these houses built, we've got everyone housed, we're going to need to make sure that we've got some firewood. Firewood is what people burn in their houses to get this nice little smoke going, to keep them warm. They can't stay warm, then they die. Still got some homeless people. Homeless, you can tell they're homeless by these little houses above their heads. Although they could squeeze more people into these houses. Pretty much one house per family from what I can tell. And people will live as close to their place of work as possible. Let's queue up our woodcutter. A woodcutter is going to manufacture firewood for our town. Because if you run out of firewood, people freeze. The other important thing is a blacksmith, which we'll also queue up now. So see, our reserve of firewood is getting low. This is our firewood up here. It's actually empty. That's alright. So we're now going to have to assign someone to cut firewood. Each firewood place, fire cutter, wood cutter, whatever they were called, can take one person. Blacksmith is not far off either. So let's get ready to assign them. And we'll assign them now. So we've got one blacksmith ready to go. So they will make tools. If we don't have tools, this number up here, then our settlers cannot do work, and basically everything slows down to a crawl. Work still gets done, but it's really slowly. So we've now got two houses down here, and everyone seems to have a house. Look at that, isn't that nice? No one's homeless. Now we need to shore up our food supply. I think we might build another fisherman. Needs to be outside of this area here. Hang on. The thing is, we have to have enough people to fill them. We've got 6 labourers, so we should be able to handle that. Let's build another fisherman. Actually, you want to be able, let's pin this so we can make sure we're not going in its circle. Alright, it's going to have to go down here further. Oh. We want the circle to be as far in... Ah, this is annoying. Actually, how do we cancel that job? Let's cancel that job for now. We're gonna have to put another fisherman somewhere. Let's pause this for a second. Reserve of food is low. We need to work out where to put this fisherman. Alright. So we want to maximise where the... where the circle is in the water, but we don't want to overlap with our other circles because that reduces the yield. So basically, I guess we might have to go further away. It just means we have to walk further. Other side of the lake. Assuming they can actually get fish from here. Yes, the lake has fish in it. There we go. That'll do. It's a bit of a walk, but we need food. The other thing we'll do is we will assign another gatherer. So as you can see, one of our children has become an adult and is now working as a labourer. Hence we had 7 labourers before instead of 6. Alright, let's get a forester happening down here. A forester will plant trees, remove trees, so cut down trees, all in a nice in a nice controlled manner. Selectively cut down trees. Selective logging, I think it's called. That'll do. I'm not one too much for aesthetics. I should be, but I'm not. So, what is the situation? We have 88 food. I think we'll up... Let's up our fishermen here by 1. So we've now got our maximum fisher people at the moment. This fisherman's actually almost... Well, there you go. It's finished. So now got a fisher person over here, fisher person over there, with 2 people working at it each. Now we had 4 assigned to 1 before, but you can see they automatically split themselves evenly, which is good. This is all moving along nicely. Although this level of food is still quite low. We don't want to move into crops yet. Crops are really hard to keep going. So let's also build down here. We're going to build a hunter cabin. The hunter will do exactly as it sounds, hunt for food, provide pelts and meat. So now we need to assign a forester. Over here, sorry, losing my mind. Forester, we'll go 1 forester for now. He will start collecting wood and getting it flowing in. Alright. So we are currently waiting for this hunting cabin to complete. And we still have low food. Look at all this is getting very low and very scary, but there's not much I can do about it at the moment. We need our labourers until we get more children becoming adults. We can't do much about it. And we also need that other labourer. Well, the labourers we do have, one of them at least will become a hunter. So let's leave it at that for now for our first Let's Play episode. The town of Ryton has had a bumpy start, but no one has died yet. Next episode I guess we'll move on to shoring up our food production and experimenting more with the game. I'll see you then. Let me know what you think. Thanks.